You think hand-breaded means fresh, right? What if that crunch you love starts in a factory tub, not a kitchen? Today, we're pulling back the paper bag on how that chicken actually gets its flavor. Let's start with sourcing large industrial farms, volume over quality. Former workers say the meat arrives pre-marinated, often thawed from frozen in a brine that leans on enhancers like MSG and sodium phosphates.
Chick-fil-A has long taken pride for its commitment to selling a high-quality product.
In fact, Chick-fil-A's name is a take on chicken fillet with a capital A at the end symbolizing top quality. The original chicken sandwich is the same today as in 1967. A breaded breast of chicken, 2 pickles, both placed on a buttered toasted bun.
They like to say it's simple, so they want to keep customers knowing what's on that menu to be able to easily decipher what they want.
We think about the way that we serve guests. That consistency is really important, that we get hot sandwiches, cold salads.
We'll match those claims against inspection records and ingredient lists and show you how a secret recipe can be more standardized chemistry than home cooking. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Visit a Chick-fil-A anywhere in the United States and you're likely to see a long line of customers patiently waiting to order the restaurant's flagship menu item.
There you guys go.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Part thanks to its famous chicken, today Chick-fil-A is the 3rd largest U.S. restaurant chain by domestic sales.
We're still seeing tremendous growth in our business. So far this year, we're up about 20%. We've kept that locked away in a vault, and we'll continue to use that same recipe.
None of the employees have access to it, so it is still shrouded in a lot of mystery. There are recipe sites where you can try to recreate it, but they have never put it out.
You hear hand-breaded, and you picture a cook grabbing raw chicken, dipping, tossing, frying. Fresh and simple. But what if the taste you crave started days earlier in a plant, sealed in a brine before that bag ever hit the back door? Let's start with the promise. The front counter view is clean kitchen theater, bins of flour, a tub for wet, a tub for dry, tongs moving like clockwork. The steps look honest and small batch. You see a person breading on site, so your brain fills in the rest. Made from scratch, right now, right for you.
Customers seem to agree. Since its creation in 2015, the American Customer Satisfaction Index has been dominated by Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A often rates very high, even though the service in the drive-thru can be slower. People are very happy with the quality of the service they get. So if you go to a Chick-fil-A now, in many locations, you will see workers out in the drive-thru with tablets. And so instead of speaking into a speaker box and kind of mumbling your order and it maybe getting screwed up, you're telling this person directly next to your car.
Today, many Chick-fil-A restaurants use a practice known as upstream ordering, where an associate will take a customer's order while they're still waiting in line.
This started before the pandemic, but has really proved very important during the pandemic when they closed their dining rooms.
But here's the tension. Workers describe boxes of pre-marinated fillets, chilled, sometimes thawed, already carrying the flavor. The brine did the heavy lift long before a line cook touched flour. The dredge is the last mile. The real work happened upstream. It's like buying a cake mix, cracking one egg at home, and calling it homemade. One live step. The rest is standardized. Same with that chicken. The ritual sells freshness while the formula travels. Industrial brining leans on salts such as sodium phosphates to hold water and keep fibers tender. That is why the bite stays juicy. Flavor enhancers, including MSG, boost the savory notes without shouting their own taste. The end result is punchy, even after a hot oil bath. The breading itself? Pre-mixed blends show up like a paint-by-number kit. Follow the steps. Wet hand, dry hand, shake, press, and you get the same crackle in any zip code.
We really think that that's a key differentiator in the way that we operate. We're not looking for a financial investor or people that want to buy a big market and open a bunch of stores.
Chick-fil-A likes to say it's about like going to Harvard MBA. It can take anywhere from 12 months to 24 months. So you really have to want to do this and be willing to go through the initial paperwork, but then extensive interview.
One of the skills that we really look for is somebody that's really good at developing people. A lot of the stores having over 100 employees, they've got to be really, really good at pouring in and developing people and teams and leadership.
The rhythm looks skilled. The outcome is programmed. Large chains buy from high-volume poultry suppliers. Consistency matters, and so do safety rules that favor centralized marination and batching. You get reliable texture, predictable salting, and fewer surprises. That uniformity is not an accident. It's the model. So if the magic happens upstream, what are you tasting when you bite in? You're tasting a plan. The hand-breaded claim often means a final dredge in store, while the marinade and flavor math were set off-site. Now let's move on to what's actually in that marinade and why your tongue keeps asking for more. If the flavor gets built upstream, what dials are turning to make you want a second bite? Let's start with the simple answer. The taste isn't a chef's hunch. It's an engineered profile. Salt sets the baseline. Savory boosters round it out. A hint of sweet smooths the edges, so you keep chasing the next chew. Look at the label sprawl. You expect chicken, flour, oil. You get a roll call of extras. Preservatives to stretch shelf life, leavening to puff the crust, emulsifiers to keep fats and water from breaking up. That's a factory toolkit, not a pantry. Think of it like surround sound. MSG hits the bass. Sodium bumps the volume, so everything feels louder. Sugar sands down the sharp notes. None of that screams its own flavor. It just makes the whole mix feel fuller and harder to quit. Here's the real kicker. A single sandwich can load you with more than half a day's sodium. Add fries and a packet or two of sauce, and you're past the goal line before dinner. MSG amplifies umami without adding a distinct taste, so salt can work harder with fewer rough edges. And you don't notice how high the numbers climb until your cup is empty and the box is bare. Sauces act like a glossy top coat. Mayonnaise, barbecue, honey mustard in one hit. Dense calories, more sodium, and a sweet tang that pulls you back in. It turns a basic sandwich into a full-court press on your tongue. Think grilled as a safe lane? Seasoning blends keep the sodium up there, too. And the drink? Sweet tea adds a sugar dump. Small cups with big grams. Large cups that read like a dessert. Same story with fresh lemonade made from concentrate and added extra sugar. Engineered convenience wears a fresh face. So if you want the taste without the toll, you might want to check the ingredient list, scan sodium lines, and count the sauce. Why does a simple sandwich carry 40+ ingredients? Industrial consistency leans on stabilizers, preservatives, and flavor enhancers. You now know how the flavor is built. The next move is yours. The truth is, the taste you trust is built by industrial brining and a stack of additives, not a simple, handmade meal. Salt holds the water. Boosters round the edges. The crunch and the crave are engineered to repeat. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves that sandwich. Read ingredient lists, check nutrition pages, and ask for clear sourcing from the chains you fund. You might want to stick around. Next, we'll compare chains that publish sourcing details and show how to build a cleaner, cheaper copycat at home. Bring your grocery list.